Hello again, welcome to the weekly update. So you may have noticed this giant tank is looking a lot clearer than it was previously. It seems like the UV filter we installed has finally kind of kicked in, and we removed a lot of the original floating plants, which I think had a lot of dead material, which was causing the algae bloom. So now we've repotted the plants in these awful plastic containers, but it's just what we had on hand, and the plants are just going to give them somewhere to feel safe, so it's kind of a temporary solution. Then we'll probably get some nice pots in there, or maybe some nice bowls. But you'll see the giants are colouring up very nicely. We've already been taking out the biggest ones, and the first few have gone off to their forever homes, and hopefully people are going to love the fish that they've bought. There are some very nice ones in here, like this giant blue rim. There's a nice female. Oh, this blue is nice. Looks very similar to another blue that we just sold. Some very pretty females in here as well. Let me find one. This one's potentially a female. We need to choose a female for our breeders from this batch. But so the giants are doing really well, and we'll be getting more of them up onto the store soon. So with our sororities, we've actually been having a little bit of trouble. With this sorority, for some reason, they started becoming very aggressive with each other. I'm not really sure what initially triggered it, so we had to take about 10 out. But it seems like they've kind of settled down. The issue was likely to do with numbers, where previously we had about 40 in there, so the aggression is going to be dispersed among them. But we had been taking them out as people were buying them, and we'd obviously hit a number where the aggression kind of spiked, but it seems to have settled down, that there are vastly less in there now. But our other sororities are doing really well. These guys are nice and happy. Our Black Dragon sorority is doing well. Lots of nice floating plants in there, and they're very active. We have been starting to pull these guys out to put on the store, so we're going to be selling these guys in pairs for around $85 each. And obviously we've got a ton in there, so we're just starting to take out the bigger ones, and then over time, obviously the smaller ones will start growing out, but we've got some beautiful pairs from these guys. Here you can see these are our super yellows and our black and whites. That's a good example. For some reason, where's the focus? Some of them look a little bit blue. It's like a reddy blue colour. A little bit hard to see here, which is a bit confusing because none of the parents were those colours. But he's likely one of the blacks, and he'll grow up black. Obviously next to it is just the plants. Here you can see Henry's babies are starting to get a lot bigger. It's a lot easier to show you on the camera. So it looks like there's maybe 20 to 40 survivors in here. So at the moment they look a little bit blue tinged, but both parents were very red. So these guys are likely to be, they're red freckled kois. So it's an interesting colour, so we're excited for these guys. And we just got in a load of hybrids. We actually have 7, but you'll see here there's the half moon blue alien, and there's also I think this is a blue mahakai, which is part of a pair, and there's also a green imbellis. These guys are beautiful, and we're looking forward to breeding these guys. In our blue tank, the blues are starting to get a little bit bigger and get their nice colours. So 1 or 2 of these are up on the store already. We'll probably give them a little bit more time before they all go up. I mean, if you particularly like one, we would still, sell it to you. But for now, they're a little bit small. The fire candies are starting to develop a little bit of better colour. They're still not where we'd like them to be. The parents were both very beautiful. One was a red galaxy, the other one was a fire candy. So they're looking a bit cellophane-y and plain at the moment, but we're hoping in a couple of weeks they'll start looking a bit better. I mean, some of their fins are starting to grow out because they're supposed to be long fins, and one or two do have the longer fins. But yeah, I'm looking forward to see how these guys turn out. The Mahakais are doing well. You'll just see this one solitary one in the back. There's actually one down the bottom there as well. For some reason over the last week or so, these guys have gone to hiding whenever I'm near the tank, but they're getting a lot bigger and we are excited to see these guys grow out. And in the end we just have a few little girls in here. This one actually looks maybe like it's a boy because his fins are too long. But I was pretty sure these were all females. They might need to come out. So we are going to try and get up some more content here on the YouTube, maybe some more guides we were asked to do, and I was going to post a video about the wild type embellis, so that should be up maybe in the next few days. So we've run into a little bit of a problem with the Instagram algorithm. It seems like it doesn't like us for some reason at the moment. Since the beginning of September, it's just not promoting any of our posts as much as it used to. And when we switched from a public account to a professional account, we noticed there was a big drop off on how much we were being promoted, which kind of seems like it's an ads thing, like they want us to pay for ads to be promoted, which is understandable. But since the beginning of September, we've just, the amount our posts are shared has kind of dropped by half. So hopefully we'll figure it out soon, but whenever you see any of our posts, if you give us a like and a share, and then hopefully the algorithm might decide to like us again. So hopefully you've enjoyed this update, and I will see you next week.